you are going to waste away forever, waiting on them to love you, waiting on them to appreciate what it is that you have to offer. They are going to scoff at your transparency, laugh at your sensitivities. They are going to want what they want, and they do not want you. They want uncomplicated, not unhinged. They want sexy and coy, somebody who's worth it to chase after, not you, not your basket full of damage and disaster. Baby girl, they do not want you, but I do. Come out here to me. Bring me your broken and your bitter. You don't have to whisper of your worth. I'm sold. I am your highest bidder. I am invested in your flaws. I forgive all of your mistakes. I am the one thanking God that He made you this way. I have your poster on my wall. I am so much more than your biggest fan. I have lost my voice countless times cheering you on from the stands. I wear your jersey. Your smile is tattooed on my chest. I vow to be the one to always love you the best. You are enough for me and perfectly complete. I love you 1,000,000 times as wide as the gap between your crooked teeth, multiplied by the count of every single stretch mark. Add up every stupid decision, every unnecessary broken heart, and the math would still not equal the amount of air that fills my lungs when I see you. I breathe you. You are life to me. I want to prop a mirror up and watch with eyes wide open as you sleep. I want to move inside of your steps and fall in sync with you. I am madly in love with you, and I'm finally ready to shout it to the rooftops. You know that pain you've been surviving with, only I can make that shit stop. Oh, how I crave you, who you are when nobody else is around. The same you, a little anxious when surrounded by crowds. The same you with faded eyes can't seem to put those brownies down. The same you engulfed in melancholy. The same you who drowns. The same you who contemplates the razor blade sideways or down. Baby, they will never understand what it is to love you in the ways that I can. They will never know what it is to make love to you using only these bare hands. Baby girl, they do not want you. You are too broken. You are too blue. Baby girl, they do not want you. You are not thin enough, not the right hue. Baby girl, they do not want you. You are too much naked truth. Baby girl, whiskey girl, they do not want you, but I do. I want you and all of the blemishes on your skin. Outside of those jeans you can't quite get your hips to fit in. I want you after days without a shower, no deodorant. I want you even when you are exhausted and spent, beaten down by life, distracted by sex and drugs. You never have to fret or worry that you are unworthy of my love. When they reject you, they don't fuck with you. They ridicule everything that you are. Remember, you forever shine in my sky. You are the shiniest of all the stars. You are the sun plus the moon. You are all of the fucking planets. I couldn't have made a better you. Even if I had planned it, you are more than everything. You are my enough. And there is nothing that you could ever do to fuck this shit up, baby. I got you. So relax. Live your life abundantly. I am the only person in this world who has the power to truly set you free. And guess what? I love you unconditionally. Sincerely, a love letter from me. I am dirty. messy girl. Okay, to lay in your musty sheets. Hair pulling, choking, all of that, and I will scream until my voice goes weak. You will wake up with Mac and CVS, that shit's all over your pillow cover. Then I will piss in your toilet, sneak out your apartment, proceed to block your number. I am dirty, moody girl. And I just want you to let me be. See, I don't have time for the games or chasing you, and I don't need reciprocity. It is survival of the fittest if I so choose to let you into my world. And underneath your fingernails are way too damn clean for me to ever be your girl. I am dirty, single parent girl, and I am responsible for these little lives. You see, I lay with two men content to fuck me, unwilling to keep me around as their wife. I am soiled underwear, laundry, and potty seats. I'm combing parents, running errands, joint custody. I am picture day preparing, high heel wearing, a super mom in training. And I am barely out the door with time to brush my teeth and prayer. My bus is still waiting. I am dirty, sad, depression girl, Jack Daniels and razor blades. Lying in the dark of my morning shower is normally how I start my day. So don't you touch me with your smooth, clean skin. Pretend you know shit about me. I don't need your hugs and forehead kisses. I don't need you to carry my groceries. Don't ask me what I'm writing. Don't hold my hands, and especially don't pretend that you care. Cause once you scrape off these layers of filth and grime, you won't be able to handle what you find under there. And you can't hold me in all the glory of my frailty. You have to tell me that I am worth it and wrestle the knife from me. You have to pick me up, place me into the shower, stroke my hair, wash my back, sit with me for hours. I'm my maintenance in all the ways that you would never expect. So don't be fooled by dreaded hair or the tattoos upon my neck. I am the best thing you'll ever have, and I am crumbling into a disaster. I will suck the life right out of you and have you on your knees crawling after. I am messy, moody, depression girl, leggings, alcohol, and Prozac. I will take the white of your heart, cover it in dirt, leave the whole motherfucking thing black. Make some noise, guys. Welcome to the show. I'm Whiskey Girl, and this is, welcome to my show. This is the Love and Spiritual Warfare album release. And I said I want this to run really smoothly. I don't want no talking. We just gonna do the show and give them the show. But I love to talk about healing. I love to talk about my healing journey. So a bitch gonna talk about her healing journey. Listen, I turned 40 Monday, and ample time for my midlife crisis, so now I'm here to share good energy with you. I'm actually really excited about it because this show is a show, it's a live concert, it's also a funeral. I am putting to death a part of me that needs to die. And it's this story, this story of living low vibrationally, and like roses are red, leaves are green, codependency is a form of idolatry. My life story has been relationship trauma, and it's bled into other areas of my life where you play small for other people to love you. Where you, especially for women, we seek after that approval from other people, and then it's like you get older and you either deepen into it and you lose your fucking mind, or you go, hey, they can't check a bitch, I can do whatever the fuck I want. So I'm just so grateful for God pulling me out of that darkness, because that was no way for me to live. And that's what this album is about. It's not just about, we talk about healing and self-care and what it is to get there, but people don't tell you, you gotta maintain that shit. When you walk around in your high vibration, it is warfare left and right of people trying to knock you back down. And if you spend most of your life in that low energy, it's easy to go back there. It's easy to be like, oh, but a nigga is fine. I should just, he ain't gotta text me back if he's swinging dick like that. Anyway. But I feel like we're not real about these stories. And as bold as I was when I was so like sexually empowered and talking about fucking niggas and seducing and doing all this, I should be just as bold about the healing journey when the DMs are dry. And niggas know you alive, so they're not paying you no mind. And you feel a little lonely. And there are those battles, but there are the battles of, this part of the show is the battle. That's the red, so the blood can blend in because you're going to be bloody and the shit going to hurt. But the beautiful thing is that there's dominion. There's coming into your own queendom, your own royalty. And when people think royalty, we think subjugating other people under our power and under our foot. Royalty is dominion over your own mind. And it feels so good to be 40 and in my own mind. I was crazy. I was not momming correctly. I wasn't worried about them kids. I was worried about male attention. I was not in my full power. And what people don't tell you is that you have to fight for your power every damn day. It is worth the fight, and that's what this show is. Love and spiritual warfare. Go to war. Shit. I'm telling you, it's worth it. Yeah, so shout out to Kent for being here. Everybody in this room and everybody collaborating on this project. Love and Spiritual Warfare is available for stream everywhere. Everybody here is divine in alignment. Everybody here is light and dark. We all got some shit with us, right? And I really appreciate Kent with Free Space, because I wanted to do music years ago before I was ready. My self-esteem wasn't there. And I went to meet with him and take the meeting, and I embarrassed the shit out of myself. But sometimes, you saw him shrug, sometimes you need people to hold space for you when you're not there yet. And someone just being kind of like, okay girl, like whatever you want to do. And I knew I wasn't ready, and I was embarrassed, and it hit my ego. I didn't know like 5 years later I'd actually be doing music. Not because I'm good, not because, just because it's fucking fun, and it's what I want to do, and it just feels so good to do what the fuck you want to do. This show is about, doing what the fuck you want to do. I love this next piece. It's the third track on the album. It's called Shattered Pieces, and it's basically about the small things. We think a dude's not texting you back or paying you attention, but it slowly chips at your psyche. And instead of waiting around for someone to change their ways, maybe you just leave and realign with something that works for you. So, Shattered Pieces. am no fixer. I just want to lie down next to their shattered pieces to worship, cut my cheek on their jagged edges. I want to taste the blood as it runs down my face, and I tell myself that this must be what alive feels like. Knowing that the both of us are truly dead, that we slow bled out a long time ago. But the truth is never real if you say it isn't so, and I will probably never leave you if you tell me not to go. I am unhappy, but it's my favorite dress. I tend to wear it so well. How it fits like a glove over the exaggerated swell of my hips. And that's just above the honeybee tattoo that you used to lick and kiss. But I haven't seen you, and your tongue is fast becoming a memory. Visions of our future slowly erasing and fading, trading themselves in for your loneliness and neglect. The irritable clench of your jaw as I pleaded and I wept for the us that I thought we could be. Watching your passion slowly turn to apathy. It was beautiful and it was sad. It was kind of just like you. It was sleepless nights and early mornings, the countless times that you never came through. And I watched you fall out of love with me. And I withdrew further into myself. Tell me, are you so much in love with yourself? You have none to spare for anyone else, or maybe just a little for me. See, I'm tired of waking up next to missed text messages. I wonder if you sent because you knew I was asleep, of leaving voicemails laced with desperation after the sound of the beep. I'm waiting for your time and your touch with a bated breath. And I am flatlining on this table. You are the surgeon. With each incision, I fear you will call a time of death. And love doesn't live here. And it didn't give enough notice when it left. And I am being evicted in its wake. Will you let me stay? And will you give me more pain? Because I promise you that I can take it. I am a pro. I am an underdog, a masochistic superhero. And besides, I am a lot more unstable than you know. I have a thing for you, and I am obsessed with your shattered pieces. So you let me lie prostrate and let us exist in this silence as I worship at your feet. Letting go is a meditation, and once upon a time I breathed you. Letting go is a meditation, and once upon a time I breathed you. Letting go is a meditation, and once upon a time I breathed you. Letting go was my meditation, and once upon a time I breathed you. Y'all like this beat? Yeah. Listen, this whole alternative trip hop album was produced by a black woman. So that is alignment. Coming into my own and realizing like, oh, you're a rocker chick, you like that shit. And be like, well, how do you find your tribe? Because I want black people, I want it melanated and shit. And then CJ introduced me to the producer of this album, and it was just, these are all her beats that she had already made. I came to the studio and I just started going over poems over them. So I am so grateful to her for the alignment and for giving me this voice and this vision. I want to invite my homies down to rock out to this piece. This is, come on, abs. Listen, Jack the Butte, who opened the show earlier, actually plays bass with me, and she is a part of CJ's band, the Cortland Experiment. During the pandemic, I had the pleasure of having this huge opportunity to do a drive-in like movie theater show. And I wanted to go bigger with my art. I didn't know how, so I called CJ to just be like, let's rock out and figure it the fuck out. And then I was like, we love a dope chick in the band. Let's get JB involved. And the magic we have created together has been a dream come true. It's just so cool to be able to rock out with your friends. And I'm glad that you guys are here. This poem I wrote over the pandemic because I was in a pandemic relationship. All right, it's that loneliness hits, but more than that, it's like the realization that sometimes you're not under any protection if you're not like fucking a nigga, if it's not your dad, if it's not your brother. So it's like, how do you get that protection? And I panicked and I was like, well, let's make this nigga permanent. Let's get him in the house. And then I would make dinner for him and be looking at him at the table like, you ain't contributing shit. Oh, you ain't doing nothing. It wasn't his fault because that's the contract and the covenant we had together. It was like, just be my man, just show up and I'll do everything. And it's like, I had to, instead of imploding and going into a depression about the state of my life, it was time to explode and hold motherfuckers accountable for what they were doing. But most of all, realize that it was up to me to get out of it. So this is my explosion song. This is my like, we not fucking doing this, so this is pressure.